Now, there's been a lot of talk around for a long while about our lack of wages growth in this country. And that's been kicked along today with a new report showing average household incomes have risen by only 3.5% since the global financial crisis. Given the shock of the GFC and how bad things could have been, perhaps we ought to be grateful. I'll probe all of that in a moment with a leading expert. But on wages, we have to remember that inflation's been extraordinarily low, as have interest rates. So as much as we might like pay rises, we shouldn't really have expected large wage rises in this environment. What has amazed me today is the reckless response from Labor, seemingly having learned nothing from the repudiation of its tax and spend approach at the federal election in May. Labor's financial services spokesman Stephen Jones on this channel said that the way to boost wages growth is for the government to lead the way by increasing public sector wages.
The government is a big employer in and of its own right, so it can be leading by example. The government is a very influential contributor to national wage case decisions of the Fair Work Commission. They can be sending very clear messages and through all of the levers that they have to pull down on to say Australia needs a pay rise. This is what it should look like. We're going to lead by providing that to our own workers, and we think the rest of the economy should be following suit.
This is madness. Public servants have already been doing much better than the rest of us. Over the past 6 years or so, as private sector wage growth has plunged, public sector wages growth was much higher, by anything up to a full percentage point in most years. They're about the same now. But don't forget that public servants also get 15% superannuation and all sorts of extra leave entitlements too. And Labor wants to spend more of our taxes pumping more money into public service wage increases. And Jones argues this might lead to all of us eventually getting a pay rise. Pull the other one, more likely it'll just lead to more debt or higher taxes for the rest of us, of course. It seems extraordinary that this remains Labor's approach to any issue, just throw taxpayers' money at it. Since the election now, Labor has committed to increasing New Start payments and increasing public sector wages. I wonder why they didn't promise any of this before the election. And I wonder what they'll promise next. And I wonder if they'll ever explain how they're going to pay for all of this.